everyone. Happy Live at 5, happy Friday. It's Friday.
It's Mother's Day Eve or something. I don't know.
it's
I'm
not.
Paul Wontorek.
I'm Beth Stevens.
And here we are. We're Broadway.com. We have an awesome guest.
We're so excited. We're tingling.
Okay, what's her name?
Her name is Asmeret Ghebremichael.
Ghebremichael. This is
of
like
London, the
Oh.
West End Dreamgirls. Last time I saw her, I was wearing no makeup because I had cried it all off.
Can I just say, Beth and I went to see Dreamgirls in London a few weeks ago.
We did.
And we went backstage and saw the beautiful Asmeret. And she said, and you know, she's Lortel nominated. And she said, I'm coming to New York. And we were like, you better come on Live at 5. So she's here. And we can't wait to talk to her.
So excited.
But there's news, right? There's always
There is news. There's
What's
news.
happening? What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
I knew you were going to do that. A Christmas Story.
Oh, I know. This is cool.
Okay, so A Christmas Story is going to be on Fox.
Can I just say,
Go ahead.
Pasek and Paul.
Pasek and Paul, ladies and
Nothing
gentlemen.
can go wrong with them right now.
Don't jinx them. Okay.
Right? So they did La La Land. They won an Oscar. Dear Evan Hansen, and then Christmas Story was actually their first Broadway musical.
Tony nominated.
And now it's going to TV, which is amazing. What's going to happen to Dogfight?
Okay.
Any minute, that's going to be the next project.
Let me
they're
just
gonna
say
do
though,
that.
obviously it's going to air in December. It doesn't have a date yet because it's only May. They'll
Before
figure
Christmas,
it out
probably.
before Christmas probably. And yeah, so this is going to be on Fox, and they're going to write some new songs.
And Fox, of course, is coming off the Emmy-winning triumph of Grease Live. And we've all been kind of waiting. Well, and then Rocky Horror. But let's not talk about that.
But Rocky Horror wasn't live.
That was not live. There's different genre.
That was on tape.
But yeah, coming off Grease Live, which was enormous and phenomenal.
Fantastic Christmas Story. A Christmas Story for Christmas. Awesome. London is going to get Venus in Fur. That's the David Ives play. We
Yep.
get one Nina Arianda, her Tony. It's going to have Game of Thrones star Natalie Dormer as Vonda. Remember Vonda?
Yeah, of course I
Vonda with a
remember
V.
Vonda.
And David Oakes will play Thomas, and that will be directed by Patrick Marber. Remember
Cool.
Patrick
Oh,
Marber?
yeah. He wrote Closer, didn't he?
He did write Closer.
Yeah.
Also in London news, Cole Meany is joining that Cat on a Hot Tin Roof with Sienna Miller.
Yeah. Fun fact.
Yes.
Look on our homepage at the photo of Cole Meany on our news story. It looks like he's giving everyone the finger. I just noticed that right
Mendacity.
before I walked in here. It's just the way he
You
has
know
his
what?
hand placed. I was
That
like,
is
Colm,
such a
living up to your
fun
name.
fact. Yeah, he's going to play Big Daddy,
He's super
which
talented.
is anyway, that's this summer. That's at the Apollo Theater. Opening night is July 24th. So maybe
Cool.
we can go back to London. Or you'll go to it, Asmer. Anyway, I've got some sad news. Wicked and Miss Saigon orchestrator William David Brown has died. He
Oh, wow.
arranged the orchestrations for more than 25 Broadway shows, and he's currently represented by Wicked and Miss Saigon, and he won a Tony for Ragtime.
Wow.
And worked on Dessa
So
Rose
we all
also.
know that. We all know his work. I mean, oh my God, that Ragtime
We do, because if
album
you've seen a
alone,
musical in the last 25 years,
Right,
you've
of
seen
course.
it. Today is cast album day, I would like to say. So
Is
first
that
of
a
all,
thing?
it is now. It is
Okay.
now. There are 3 cast albums out now. Bronx
Well,
Tale,
there's thousands of cast albums out.
Hello Dolly, Dreamgirls came out today. Just want to say that. And Warpaint has announced that they're coming out digitally on May 26th.
Cool.
And then someday later you can get the physical thing, but who gets a physical thing anymore unless you want Patti LuPone to sign it? What, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. Okay. There may or may not be, don't you like news that starts out like that?
Spoiler.
A Will and Grace musical episode.
Oh.
And we do know that those 4 can sing. They've all been on Broadway. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, the Will and Grace revival. It's on. I feel like it's on every bus. Today, did you notice that today?
It's on
Like
every.
I was walking around the city and every has that picture of them in the director's chair. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
New York is excited.
It's gone wide, ladies and gentlemen. We have our Culturalist Challenge this week. It's Rank Your Broadway Inks. This is Squigs, Justin
Yep.
Robertson, our resident artist. You can just take a look back at the season,
Yep.
the whole season.
And pick your favorites.
Pick your favorites. Okay. It's time for the Broadway.com Audience Choice Award.
Did you write one?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I didn't. It's
Well,
a very busy day here today.
It's been crazy. First of all, I want to say, Dreamgirls, this is not my fun fact, but maybe it is. Dreamgirls won a Broadway.com Audience Choice Award. Did you know that? Obviously, we were not
This-
around in the
Oh,
80s.
because we used to do the special event?
We used to do special
We used
events.
to have a special event category. And you're talking about the Audra McDonald,
Concert.
Lilias White, Heather Headley concert,
This is old school, guys. This was in 2002.
which was epic. It was Freddie Actors Fund. Seth Rudetsky put it together. And
Yeah.
there's a recording of that.
There is.
Which is amazing.
There is. So
And that's a live
I just did that for
recording,
you. I just did
and
that for you.
The new Dreamgirls recording is also a live recording.
That's true. The new Dreamgirls is a huge, live, fantastic recording. By the way, we have a Q&A that we mentioned yesterday with Amber Riley, and she talks about listening to it, a listening party.
Oh.
But I have another one. Speaking of old Audience Choice Award categories that are no longer,
Okay.
I'm going to give you a few people, and no, these are not the people I'd want to have, like who would you most want to have dinner with? It's kind of like that for me, but see what they have in common. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
You don't look ready.
No.
No, you don't
I
look
look
ready.
shiny, actually. I'm looking at our son. I look very shiny.
Yeah, like I said, you don't look ready. Okay. Listen to these. Imagine having dinner with these people. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Barry Humphries, a.k.a. Dame Edna.
Yep.
Lily Tomlin. Jefferson Mays.
Yep.
Billy Crystal.
Yeah, I know the answer.
You do. Carrie Fisher.
Yeah. That's easy.
Vanessa Redgrave. What was it? What? Anyone?
They all won favorite solo performance, which is
Correct.
another category we no longer have.
That's
Who would
correct.
have won this year?
Brief Encounter, Simon McBurney.
There are less solo
Maybe.
performances now.
Well, no,
Aren't
actually,
there?
Sarah Jones did one this year. I mean, there were a lot this year.
Were there?
No, there weren't.
Okay.
I
All right.
feel like there were. Anna DeVere Smith was this year, and Sarah Jones. It would have had to be a kind of a tie this year. Okay.
Unless the
I'm gonna get
Encounter
out of here.
won.
I just said Simon
No, I know,
McBurney.
but I'm saying like that was like a podcast live.
Wow.
It was. We all sat there with our headphones
It was
on.
a very, yes, it
It
was.
was.
Yes,
It
there was a
was.
lot of
It was.
listening. Asmeret is here.
Hi, Sachin. Thanks for checking in. Sachin, one of our talented
What's going on with you today?
video
Are you
producers.
okay?
He just said hi, so I want to acknowledge him. Hi, Sachin. How you doing? Are we done? Are you done?
I'm so done.
Okay, so we're gonna go to break, and we'll be back with Asmeret Ghebremichael.
Ghebremichael.
And all that jazz. Come on, babe, I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all that jazz. That jazz.
Hey guys, we are back with Asmeret Ghebremichael. And the
Yes.
reason why I'm saying her name so carefully, hi,
Hi.
hi beautiful, is because I've known you for a long time and I'm a big fan of yours, but I realized I just always avoid saying your last name.
Like most of
it's just
yours,
it's just
actually,
Asmeret.
yeah.
But so I was schooled and now I know.
Yeah,
but
you
you
know
get that a lot.
I get it all the time.
You get
I
that?
get some really good attempts too.
Yeah, can you give me some like fun ones?
Well, people get Asmeret wrong. I've gotten called Armageddon, Amistad, Azrael. Ghebremichael is like the most popular attempt at my last name. So
You are a Broadway girl
I'm a Broadway girl.
and you're in London.
Yes.
You are living it up. And you've been to London before. You
Yeah.
did Book of Mormon
I
in
did Book of
London.
Mormon there last year.
And on Broadway, you did Book of Mormon
Yes.
as well. And this Dreamgirls production, I mean, I feel like everyone you see here, and you've been in town this week,
Yeah.
everyone must be like wanting to know about this Dreamgirls because it's like the show and
Yeah.
like Harry Potter are the two shows
Yeah.
that everyone's like dying to see.
Yeah.
So what do you tell them? Because it's really good.
It's really good.
And it didn't have to be great,
Yeah.
but it is great.
Yeah, I actually saw it before I was in the show, and I was blown away. I was just super proud
You
of Casey.
got to see it as an audience member.
Yeah, and I was just proud of Casey and Joe Aaron Reed, who plays Curtis, and Amber Riley, who I know.
Broadway's, yeah. And
Yeah.
it's a lot of Americans.
A lot of Americans,
Yeah.
about 4 of us
Okay.
now.
Yep.
Yeah, and so I don't say much about it. I just say that it's really good. Amber's amazing. The whole cast is incredible. And it's a beautiful show. I mean, it's like Swarovski'd out. It's incredible. Greg Barnes' costumes are amazing. It's a really slick, beautiful story.
And you are Laurel,
And I'm Laurel.
who I love, because Laurel, it ain't no party.
Ain't no party.
Ain't no party with Laurel.
No, no, no.
And you add so much to this character. I just remember so vividly the shoe moment. We talked about that.
Yeah.
There's a shoe moment that is not in the script, but you added a
I
shoe
took
moment.
some liberties, yeah. Yeah. I felt like I needed to add a little bit of myself.
And the Brits are losing their minds.
Yeah.
And they've never had Dreamgirls, is that correct?
No, never.
Right. So they've been denied Dreamgirls.
Yeah, and it's amazing because British audiences tend to be more reserved, but they leap to their feet at the end of the first act. It's incredible.
I know.
It's so
there's
exciting.
There's a song at the end of the first act, if anyone doesn't know Dreamgirls.
Yeah.
It's called And I'm Telling You I'm Not Going.
You may have heard of it.
Amber Riley.
Yes.
How is she?
She's wonderful. She's amazing. We actually knew each other from The Wiz. The Wiz Live on NBC.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. She was Ada Pearl and I was a Munchkin.
Yes.
And so we knew each other, which was great. It made it a much faster transition.
Yeah. And then also Lacey
LaFontaine.
Yeah,
she plays Dina.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the show to get here. Do you want to do the show here?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind.
Any chance you want to be in it?
I mean, I have a really busy next couple of years, but like maybe if I can, I can squeeze it in. I've got some spin classes that I want to go to. So
let's celebrate your Lortel moment. So you came here for the award.
Yeah.
For Lortel. You were nominated for Sweet Charity.
Yes.
With Sutton Foster.
Yes.
And you played.
I played Nikki.
Nikki.
I was nominated for Outstanding Featured Actress
How
in a
exciting.
Musical. Yeah.
That's
great.
awesome.
It was
How
great.
was it? Did you have a good time?
I had a great time. I mean, it's so cliche, but I truly was just happy being nominated. I didn't expect it at all. I actually got a text from Julia Murney after my show one night.
Broadway's Julia
Murney. I got a
Telling
text
you
from her that I got nominated.
That's
yeah.
your official story?
Yeah.
How'd you find out you got nominated? Julia Murney.
Yeah. That and also the Cheetah Rivera Award. That just came out, the nominations that just came out. She's like, I'm just going to text you every time you're nominated for something.
The Cheetah Rivera Awards. That's cool they renamed the Astaire Awards for Cheetah.
And I played the role that Cheetah Rivera
Oh, right, of course. So you should win.
originated.
You're a shoo-in.
I mean, you would think. Committee.
And you are one of those amazing triple threats that you can, you started doing ensemble work, right? And you really kind of had to like fight your way up, right?
Yeah,
to
for
get seen for roles, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because now you're doing like leads, and now you're like that's amazing.
Yeah, even as recently as a few months ago, it's like it's a constant conversation that you have to have.
Yeah.
And I'm very grateful that I can sing and dance.
And act.
And act.
Throwing that in there.
Yeah. I don't want to like toot my horn too much, but but it's I kind of fought to be seen in that way.
How was Sutton Foster? Did you have fun? I know you guys you guys all shared a dressing room.
We shared, she and
right?
Emily Padgett
and I.
Yeah.
And I saw the photos. There's fun photos of you guys. Yes. There was a lot of social media activity.
Very busy on the social media.
And now she's a mom.
She's a mom.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So what was it? Did you guys have? Was it really like a fun experience?
It was the best, and I think you could tell that we were so close.
Yeah.
Off stage.
Yeah.
Because we shared a dressing room and sang Backstreet Boys. Pandora.
Was that the go-to?
That was the go-to. And Wilson Phillips.
Okay, Alec wants to know, we get this question a lot, but
Hi,
people want to
Alec.
know specifically about Dreamgirls. Any onstage mishaps? Now, there's a Casey Nicolau production.
Yes.
And it moves.
Yeah.
Oh, move.
Yes.
Move. Anyway, but beyond the song, it moves.
It does.
Like, it is like nonstop.
Yeah.
Especially
the
like,
first like
Yeah, exactly.
20 to 40 minutes.
The first
It's
half hour,
this.
you're like, what is happening? It's
Yeah.
so fast. Is this a well-oiled machine, or do things go wrong? On-stage mishap.
It is a very, it's a very well-oiled machine. I'm trying to think about anything that ever goes wrong is like an automation thing that has something to do with computers. So
Not a
it's
human thing.
Not a human thing, although I will say, he's going to kill me. Last week, our beloved Joe Aaron Reed.
Yes, Broadway's Joe Aaron Reed.
Broadway's Joe
and
Aaron
West End's
Reed.
Joe Aaron Reed.
Decided that at intermission he wanted to have some popcorn.
Okay.
So he made some popcorn in the microwave.
He during intermission made a bag of microwave popcorn.
Yeah.
Okay, as you do.
Attempted to make a bag of popcorn. Using the settings that he uses at home in his home microwave. So we're sitting in intermission,
And,
getting
by the way,
ready.
this is a good lesson for kids. Every microwave has different
Yes.
settings. You have to know the power of your microwave.
Yes.
Or you have to listen very closely to the pops.
Yes.
Right? You're waiting for the right amount of seconds. So
Yeah.
what happened to Mr. Joe Aaron Reed of
So we're sitting in
Broadway?
our and mine and Lisi's dressing room is down the hall. And all of a sudden, my dresser comes in and he's like, "It stinks in the hallway. Do you smell that?" And we're like, "Oh, it must be Joe." Cut to the entire building evacuating and us standing outside in the hallway for 17 minutes, I think.
What, like the smoke alarms went off or something?
They were like, "You got to pull the alarm." So he had to pull the smoke alarm. Everyone evacuated. Mind you, there's a pub next door, so people are outside having a beer or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
The
it's
cast is out in robes, in
Right.
wigs, and slippers. People are trying to take pictures of us.
That's amazing.
Yeah, sorry, Joe. I had to tell it. It just happened.
He needs a better snack.
Yeah.
They're much easier snacks to...
Just protein bars, you know? Nuts, mixed nuts.
Okay, who wants to know? Gregory wants to know, do you have any dream roles, Asmeret?
You know, we were just talking about the solo show thing, and I actually think that I would like to do a solo show one day. I love John Leguizamo and Anna Deavere Smith, and I would love to do my own show and play a bunch of different characters.
Have you ever attempted that at all? Have you ever sat down and written anything?
I've done I've dabbled a little bit, and
Yeah.
it terrifies me, which is
Yeah.
also why I feel like I need to do it.
Wow,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Would it involve singing or?
I think so. I think it would involve singing. I think it would
Because I want
probably.
to hear you sing.
I mean, I probably would have to sing a little something, but I think it would. I think I'd want to play my mom and dad, and kind of like do something like that.
What's their story?
So my parents came from Eritrea, which is in East Africa, several years ago for education, and we landed in Pittsburgh. My mom's a nurse. My dad was an engineer. He's retired, and had no idea what this business was. And we were just taking dance classes, and I fell in love with it and wanted to do it. And they were like, "Okay, as long as you go to school." And so I got myself into NYU for communications, and I was doing Broadway shows at the same time, and just sort of like figuring it out.
Wow. What was your first Broadway show?
Footloose.
Yes.
I'm aging myself.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, you understudied a bunch of people.
Yeah, I was a swing.
Erlene,
I
Rusty,
understudied Erlene.
Wendy Cho. I got your credits here.
Every woman in the show. I
You were
went
in
on for.
Wicked, in
Yes.
the ensemble, right?
Yes.
Who was in Wicked when you were in Wicked?
Jennifer Laura Thompson,
Uh-huh.
again, and that's where I met Megan Hilty and Shoshana. They were, I
Oh.
think Shoshana had come in. Oh, she replaced Adina. So I was there for Adina's last few weeks. And then,
Okay.
Yeah.
Spamalot, Legally Blonde. Yeah. And Elf and Book of Mormon. And it's been so great watching this happen to you. It really has, because it's so amazing that you're now having this amazing moment. And you joined the cast of Dreamgirls.
Yeah.
You didn't open the show. You joined it how long ago?
2 months ago.
And did you? So when you get to replace in a major production, you got a month of rehearsal?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I had 2 weeks of rehearsal.
2 weeks.
I pretty much learned the show by osmosis.
Wow. But did you kind of, like me, know every word?
No, I knew
You're not
nothing.
like a Dreamgirls freak?
I'm not. And I'd never seen a stage production of it. I saw the movie, and of course when I saw it, at the end of January, I loved it, but I knew nothing about it.
Wow.
And so I learned all of the music. And
Can I just say shame on you?
I know. I'm the worst.
You got an unfair question from Jason. Asmeret, I loved you in Sweet Charity.
Thank you.
What show would you choose between Dreamgirls or Sweet Charity on Broadway? We're not answering that.
Yeah.
That's a pause
That's
and a
not
skip.
fair.
That's not happening. And then he said, are you going to be in Dreamgirls in July/August?
Yes.
She'll still be there.
I'll still be there.
She'll still be doing the shoe
Yeah.
bit. And you're going to know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about when you see it, because it's amazing. Cami asked, what's your favorite Broadway cast album?
Oh dear. My favorite Broadway cast album. I'm a Rent kid. I grew up doing Rent, or that I've done. Not that I've done. Total, right?
Yeah.
Not, okay. I think Rent. I grew up in the Rent era, so it has a lot of sentimental value to me.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
Yeah.
Joanne wants to know, and Joanne works here. Hi, Joanne.
Hey, Joanne.
What is your favorite Backstreet Boys song to sing?
I mean, I gotta go. I Want It That Way. I think that's.
So good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that whole
And
thing?
Sutton and I randomly know all the same backing vocals.
Oh.
So we would not sing for a while, and then I'd come in at the same time on these random
Callum, what was it like to be at the Olivier's?
It was amazing, Callum. It was my first Olivier's, and you know, obviously I wasn't there from the beginning.
What's the difference? You've done a lot of Tonys. What's different about the Olivier's, or is it a similar crowd, and what's the?
Similar crowd. It was at the Royal Albert Hall, which is
Right.
huge.
Yeah.
I feel like we've got the live awards show thing down.
Right.
I think they're still
The
still
Olivier's
getting it.
haven't had as long of a history of doing
Yeah,
like a live
yeah.
show. Yeah.
So I feel like there's more, because we're Americans and we have short attention spans. I feel like there's more like shiny things to look at.
Yeah.
Whereas
It's probably
just like
it's a slower
it's a
evening.
little
maybe.
slower. It's it's
maybe they're not
very,
playing off the speeches as quickly.
Yeah.
But oh my God, Amber Riley blew
Amber
away
was
the.
incredible.
Oh my God.
She was incredible. Watching her and Adam win was so much fun.
Callum is very excited that you said her name. Him? What?
Oh, I said Callum, yeah.
Yeah, you said Callum. Yeah, thank you. So anything else you want people to know? How much longer are you in New York?
I leave tomorrow.
Oh, we got to see you before you go.
I know, it was perfect timing.
You ready for the long flight? And then you're back on stage when?
Monday night.
A Monday night.
Yeah.
It's a Monday night
rest.
schedule over there. And it's at the fancy theater.
Savoy.
The Savoy, which is like next to the Savoy Hotel.
Yeah,
That's
which is
I
where
saw.
Legally Blonde was,
Yeah,
too.
I saw Legally Blonde there.
Yeah.
Did you see Legally Blonde there?
No.
Yeah, it was good. It's different, you know.
Yeah.
Legally Blonde there, like won best musical and everything.
They won, like,
it's
everything.
so weird how some shows. Anyway.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you
so glad to see
too.
you. Asmeret Ghebremichael.
Perfect. Nailed it.
She's starring in Dreamgirls in London. She's Laurel. She is fabulous, and I am telling you, she is fabulous. And I hope to see you back on Broadway soon.
Thank you.
And everybody, thank you for joining us for our first week of Live at 5 on this set. I know there are some sound
So
issues,
fancy.
but thank you for being patient. And I think we're working through it. Thank you, Matt Roden, for helping us work through it. And we'll be back Monday at 5 o'clock with another amazing guest.
Yay.
Bye.